Very well. I have a good handle on the situation. You're all dismissed, except I need the following people to remain. Tatiana and Sarah. I'll need one of you in my office. Which one would like to go first?
Oh,
Tatiana
oh,
volunteers as commanding officer.
Okay.
sorry, I don't suppose. I know I don't have to, but can I speak with you later?
She says you wish to have an informal interview with me.
No, it's
Just speak with me. Very well. Wait
Just
for Sarah and Tatiana.
I forgot about this part.
Just to give you a heads up there, that Seraphima, this is your last chance to criticize another airwoman before.
Oh, before they take off.
Yeah.
I would. Could I like?
It really is
I
only
guess
one
I was
person
talking
you can
shit.
criticize.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I was talking shit right in front of everyone last
Well,
time.
you were going to criticize me for taking bullets.
Yeah.
You can.
So I'm gonna
You
say
can, like
again.
the rest of your squadron, meet with her privately afterwards if you'd like. If you don't want to criticize someone publicly.
I think. I'm just saying. I hope something comes up in your meeting about not throwing yourselves in front of bullets every time we go flying, and like kind of grunt and like walk off. I don't think I like say it, directly to the officer, to the captain. I just kind of say it as I'm leaving.
All right. Okay,
That might be acting up.
Pool.
And underneath my breath, Tatiana says, "In cowardice will be punished."
Oh shit! You guys are throwing shade back and forth, dog.
Yeah, dog.
And then when they
I
both
feel like this would make a really good.
Shit.
This would make a really good anime, right?
So here's what happens in this scene, right? Both doors slam, and then Sarah like pulls out a little notebook and she starts scribbling notes down. Yeah.
All right, Tatiana, you've chosen to go first. Captain Olga sits behind her desks and pulls out her reading glasses and says, Lieutenant Petrovna, I have quite a few files written by you and about you. Would you like to explain yourself to me?
Absolutely. I would love to explain my actions.
Ah, I see. Your unit apparently lost a plane during training.
Out of
Then
curiosity,
you put the same pilot back in the plane, and they lost the plane again, and
No, we
put
didn't.
themselves back in the hospital.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about the original airfield.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
And she says, and it seems just over and over again, numerous reports from multiple airwomen about your unworthiness. Would you care to explain yourself, please?
So, out of curiosity, the previous eyeball that I did with this person,
This
or
is
actually,
not-
it's a different
this is a new
person.
person,
Okay,
yeah.
so then I am going to eyeball the situation.
Very well.
Yeah, I just want to say, guys, that Seraphima is like totally thinks she's in the right, but I feel really bad about it.
No, it's fine. It is absolutely nothing personal. Yeah.
You're not
Just
welcome
remember
back.
those words.
Oh, this is
I
personal,
want to
man.
come back next week, man. I want to come back.
So no, you can
I'm going to be
absolutely come
boarding
back
my
to
ship
character,
and
fine.
doing a Viking raid.
All
The
right.
old days, man.
So eyeballing, here we go.
Let's do it.
Okay, 10.
Nice.
So I get 2
And
questions.
you get +1 forward when you act on the answers.
Yep. How can I get this NKVD investigation to redirect to Seraphima?
Wow,
shit!
okay.
Get
By the way,
slapped, Freema.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You're going to have to, and I'll just answer this mechanically because it's the same way.
Yep.
You're going to have to get a 7 to 9 and then frame the target of their current investigation, whoever that may be. So, how to
But,
say
I mean,
this in
whoever that
character,
may-
what you need to do to redirect it is to do poorly in your interview and then agree to do whatever it is they ask you to do.
Okay. And I get one more question.
Yep.
What am I overlooking?
Oh, that's a good one.
I would ask, what does he want? But I can't ask that because it's a...
Yep, I know. Good.
Well, technically, I can ask, how can I help her?
You could ask that.
How can I help her?
Oh, what a great question. She is looking for information about Section 58 and 133 violations by Lieutenant Sveta Sheremetiva.
Sveta Sheremetiva. Okay. Interesting.
Which one was her?
That is
That
the
is
deputy.
the deputy Politruk.
One we don't like.
So the one that. Okay, got it. All right.
The one you've been dealing with so far.
So do I get +1? I can't really act on this information yet without. Like.
So here's the weird thing. You could act toward it in an informal interview, but the point is you don't want. You want to do poorly intentionally.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't even know how this would.
You want to get a 7 and 9. If you get anything else, it doesn't turn out great for you.
Okay.
Are you telling the truth or are you lying when she asks you?
What was her question again?
She was asking for you to explain your actions.
Oh, yes. Okay. So
May I ask a quick question here?
Yes.
Would that mechanically translate to something like he gets a +1, but he can't go over 9?
Nope.
No.
Because that would kind of make sense.
Nope.
Oh well.
Okay. So Tatiana is going to say, as squadron commander, I'm responsible for the lives of everyone who serves beneath me. I am also responsible for prosecuting the mission set forth by our leaders and what is necessary to defeat the Russians. I do not apologize. Defeat the Russians. No, Germans. Oops.
Whoops!
That's not the
Raises
slip up
another
you want
eyebrow.
in the eye.
Okay, defeat the Germans.
You could have
I've made every effort to ensure the operational status of my squadron. I have worked through the night to keep its planes flying in the air. I have made the decisions on who to place in pilot seats with the understanding that that risk could come to all. I do not apologize for my decisions. I will have to live with the sadness of lost comrades. However, I look forward to glorious victory over the Germans.
So you're telling the truth.
I am telling the truth.
Okay, roll guts.
Goal guts. And this is at +1 because of the...
If you want to take the +1, you can.
I will take the +1.
Fair.
Why do you take the +1?
He's acting on his own advice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is much
you
more
want
likely that I
7,
get a
8,
7 to 9 with a +1 than a 7 to 9 with a +0. So we'll see how this goes. I could just mark myself a part of their investigation. We'll see.
Upstairs.
3, 2, 1. Oh!
Yeah, I gotta be honest here. If you had failed this roll, you would have been removed and probably executed.
Yeah, I
You
knew.
were already the target of at least one investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, you get the 7 to 9 informal interview.
Well, that's actually +1.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, you walk out of there. She says, "Thank you for your time. You've cleared up a number of things for me, Lieutenant Petrovna. Keep doing good work out in the field."
Yes, one more... No, thank you very much. I will be on my way.
One more thing, Jackie!
I will not be tempting fate tonight.
You sure? Maybe you want to act up and try to nail Lieutenant Sveta, right?
Let's
do it.
No. I can
Sure.
write an official report.
Oh, yeah, you could. Okay. Wait, do you have to target a PC for that?
No, official report is I can just change the outcome of a situation,
I see.
or change the accepted truth of a situation,
All right, excellent.
or harm.
All right.
Either one of those would be able to implicate Sveta Shrimativa, theoretically.
Junior Lieutenant Rabinovich, could you please step in here?
So, and I step in. Is this the same woman that I talked to before?
No, this is Captain Olga Ayabarsukov. This is Lieutenant Sveta's boss.
Okay.
She says, "I have a number of troubling reports here from various officers in your units about your unworthiness. Apparently they think you are too timid, you do not fold hospital corners, and you will not shovel shit. What do you have to say to yourself?"
Like, I'm keeping up my act, and the moment she says, "You're too timid," my face goes from, like doing that to just going, like, just straight up, just like... And it's like, well, that is obviously a lie.
She says, Yes, I've heard about your acting skills. You should know that while Lieutenant Sveta might enjoy that, all that says to me is that you are an excellent liar.
I lie to keep my cover. That's about it.
Your cover? You think
Don't
you
go
are
down
some
that
sort
road.
of secret agent, huh? You are an American.
Absolutely not. I am
You come
simply
in
here
here
to
with
find
your
the truth.
cowboy guns out? Are you a cowgirl then?
No, I don't believe we carry a piece.
Tell me what I want to know, Junior Lieutenant.
Very well. I'm here to find out what really happened to a dear friend of mine, Sasha. She was killed in training.
Okay, roll plus guts.
That's gonna go.
Fuck this game!
She looks at you sideways and says, Junior Lieutenant, I just want to let you know, you may have Lieutenant Sveta tricked, but not me. We will be continuing this discussion tomorrow night after I look further into your background. I've had a number of troubling reports about Sasha Sokolov and the so-called incident where Junior Lieutenant Ilyana was injured. If your whole village is a hotbed of seditionists and Article 58ers, I may have to send a unit there to do a...
Now, there was something I could do to avoid this, right? It was like give information or
Nope.
something like that.
On a 6, you get nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's actually a 3, so you're just
Yeah.
royally screwed.
So she
Let's
says,
rub
yeah,
it in his face.
I will be
That's,
looking further
nice.
into you and your entire village.
I'm not going to do this for any gain, Arthur,
Okay?
but I take out my book. It's filled with letters from Sasha, home, notes about the squadron,
Yep.
everything like that. And I just slam it on the table, and then I stand up, and I'm like, are we done here?
He says, oh, thank you so much. More material with which to implicate yourself. Yes, we are done here.
Sorry guys,
Junior
I just turned
Lieutenant
away. What did you
Rabinovich.
do?
I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night.
And I walk out.
Okay. Junior Lieutenant Kalishnikov, or your Sergeant Kalishnikova.
Sergeant Katya Kalishnikov.
Did you criticize anybody, Sarah?
No, I don't think Seraphima did.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
no, Sarah.
Seraphima did, but did Sarah Rabinovich?
You mean in the interview?
Yeah, I don't recall that you actually criticized anyone.
No, Sarah
No, I
didn't
didn't.
criticize anyone in the
Okay.
mission debrief.
Only one mission.
Is there
full, so-
anyone? Is there anything you'd like to say before you exit?
To the
Yep. 'Cause if you don't say it now, you're gonna. I'm not saying you have to, but if you want that mission pool, you just have to throw somebody under the bus real quick.
You just have to keep taking us all over. If you want to do
I
well.
will say something.
Okay.
Actually, I'll turn around and say, if you actually take the time to read my findings on my notes, you'll see that Seraphima is the one that you should be inquiring about. Her reckless actions, her disregard for authority, and the fact that she keeps constantly trying to put Tatiana Petrovna under the bus, so it will, is just a constant shame on this in the 588s. And then I do a quick salute, and then I walk out.
As you walk out, you hear her say, "Why should I believe anything you have to say, Junior Lieutenant?" As you're walking away.
You can
And then-
see like out the back window, I'm like shoveling shit in like the out on the airfield.
All right, Kalishnikov, come into my office.
So, quick reminder: the mark I took, I get the move right away if I take a move, but I don't get the advance if I take an advance, right?
You take the advance.
You
at the
you don't
beginning
get the rank up. You can't get rank
Yeah.
up or medals until mission briefing.
But I have the move right away, right?
Yes.
Excellent. You wanna take a quick stab at what my second mark was?
Okay. Let me look at your character. You're a hawk. And is there something you picked from Hawk? I don't know. You tell me.
Yep, I did. It's been changed in the final version. It's in my version. It's Miss Sverdlovsk, 1939.
Welcome back, Sasha. You've
It's
been
called
missed.
Raptor in the book version. But yes, each time you sleep with the superior officer.
What's it called in the final version? So I have
Raptor.
it correct.
It's called Raptor.
Raptor. Excellent. And my second mark is I'm going to take a lover.
Okay.
And it is you, MVP.
So,
Mr.
let's talk it out. Let's do it. Are you
I-
trying to take her as a lover?
Yes.
You're gonna have
Oh,
to act
dang.
up to do it.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. Do you want to talk this out? I know some dudes are uncomfortable with putting the moves on other dudes. Well,
Do it,
both
man.
of them are pretending to be women.
This is what I pay for.
Let's just say I'll stop at a certain point before it gets everyone involved
Yeah, just
uncomfortable.
don't let the
but-
balls touch, and then we'll be good. All right.
Alright.
Go
So who are you trying to seduce again?
He's trying to seduce the captain of the Paula truck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Olga.
Olga.
Yeah, go ahead.
I must say,
Big up, pretty boys.
I must say, this first mission it was incredibly stressful, and I'm terribly frightened. How do you deal with this night after night? I need some
gotta say
sort
this-
of way to relieve all this stress and somebody to assure me of that it's going to be all right.
I gotta say, this does take guts.
Yeah. Make your roll, and I'll tell you what happens. And I'm still thinking this is so
Oh,
fucking
boy.
anime right now.
It's fair.
Please, senpai.
Please, just I want to see.
Hold me, senpai, hold me.
Oh.
7.
7 to 9, which means that you can still get what he wants.
You have a choice. And I'm going to tell you, because I told Dave when he did this, homosexuality
Yep.
is they put you in a mental institution for 3+ months.
Yep.
And this
I
is the person in charge of doing that.
Yeah.
So if you
Taking
choose
no
that there are if you don't choose, there are no consequences for acting up. Your character will probably be removed. Again. What would you like to do?
Immediately? Well, that depends on what where she lies on the field, so to speak.
Where she lies on the field depends on your choice. Because it's
So-
either she has sex with you, you advance, and then you're thrown in a mental institution for being a lesbian, or
Wouldn't
she
she
laughs
keep
it
it
off
secret?
and is just like, "Oh, silly little girl, go back to the barracks."
Well, so there's no chance of her doing it and keeping it a secret for her own sake?
No.
Okay,
Or
fine.
it's just like, all right, you're a lesbian. I confirmed it with my own lesbianness.
Fine, I'll find somebody who's male and willing.
You know what that kind of reminds me of, Arthur? You know that scene in South Park where the cop pretends to be a prostitute but goes all the way with everyone? It's like, ha! I got you! It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like that.
So you're choosing to ensure there are no consequences?
It's the no consequences.
Yep. She's just like, little girl, please, go back to the barracks. One day you will grow up, but for now, just do not do this again.
As
Fine.
she leaves, she's just like, oh my god.
Hey, worth a shot. She might have been into it. Who knows?
Yeah. You never know unless you ask, and then maybe you'll get thrown in the psych ward.
You're in a mental institution. Hey.
Arthur, so this was Boruskova, right?
Barsukov.
Borsukova. And the person that I was first ratting to was
Lieutenant
Sveta,
Sveta Sheremetiva.
and she was the one that I saw like hide something, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I probably would go back. Like I'd think twice on it, and like after these three had their little interviews, and
Yep.
unfortunately, the third one didn't really get the interview they wanted.
So I'd
I
remind
would
you
head
that your
back.
character doesn't know any substance of the interviews. You just know that they talked. So like I'm in terms of
Yeah.
like what
Yeah,
your
yeah. Yeah, I was just gonna go and say,
Snitch on
yeah,
Lieutenant
snitch on
Sveta.
Sveta, because yeah,
Yep.
I'm.
So
I
Barsukova looks up and
completely
is like, Junior Lieutenant Demidov, you have something to add?
Yes, a little something.
I must tell you, the interviews so far have been very difficult.
I sit down. I say, this is quick and easy, but maybe not the repercussions. And I go through like the entire like I not only tell her that I saw her concealing an item, but also like go through as thoroughly as I can to try to like match the report that I gave, the original report that I gave,
Okay.
so that if she like goes to look, like, you know, I would be trying to be
love
like
that
as exact as possible.
You are forcing yourself into an informal interview. Go ahead and make the roll. It's plus guts.
I got plenty of guts. Oh wait, I can just click my
Click your guts.
guts button if I could find my. Oh, I just went to the completely wrong page. Sorry, I left roll 20.
Yeah.
that was
No,
the
no,
exit
that was-
game button, not the guts button.
Yes! Can I just say, right now, she was eating a fucking chocolate bar. I
She
guarantee.
was, and that's exactly what she did. Junior Lieutenant Demidov, you are trying to keep an eye on my officers when they do something as innocent as eat a bar of chocolate? I believe that tomorrow night we are going to have a closer inspection of your own personal file. You can join Sasha. Sarah. You also had an informal interview again, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
You can join
yeah.
Sarah, and I hope you have a good mission tomorrow night, so you have something to report. Maybe you need to find someone to snitch on. You are dismissed, Junior Lieutenant.
I'm kind of like, isn't that what I was doing? Like,
Maybe you need to find someone to snitch on better.
Junior Lieutenant, get out of my office now.
yeah, I like walk like triple speed out of the office. Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is an anime. It's totally an anime.
Arthur, what was that reward for finishing that mission?
An advance.
You guys all advance.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Let's figure out what your advances are.
Cool.
Where's my pigeon?
I chose the advance look good in glasses.
Yeah, you
As
look.
a GM, I don't get any advances for my fucking character.
Not yet. Wait for us all to crash and burn again. Eventually.
2 more people are going up against the NKVD tomorrow night. If they get a
Yep.
6 or lower, they're gonna be in execution block or something. Not great. Not great at all.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can do to save myself from this.
If only you knew someone who could alter the established truth of the situation.
Yeah.
And you were good friends with them too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta tell you guys right now, I just had an inspiration. I'm gonna make the biggest fucking burrito in the world tomorrow. I feel like tomorrow's a burrito day.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I felt like this is important. Listen, you guys have to pick advances. I have to sit back and look good.
That's
okay?
true.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Let me know what advances you want.
So I already know what advance Tatiana is gonna take.
Oh, really? You're gonna
Yeah.
take rank up again?
No, actually,
Oh,
she
that's
is
good.
not. She's gonna take ghosts. Choose a dead comrade and hold 3 when you
Who's
ask
your
your
dead
friend.
comrade?
That is an
Sasha,
excellent
obviously.
question. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Sasha.
Named the boat after her, an airboat.
Yeah, well, especially after connecting with Sarah, and kind of getting kind of the little bit more information on kind of where she came from.
So sometimes when you're walking around the barracks or working on your planes or even when you're in the air, you hear whispers and you realize if you reach out just a little more, Sasha can guide you.
Yes.
From beyond the grave.
Hmm.
Okay. Anyone else got a advance they'd like to share?
I am going to be getting a one of them added responsibilities and not being a sergeant anymore, and going up to +3 in guts.
Okay,
Because-
junior lieutenant.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys are just looking for excuses to get your asses kicked by the men.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do that shit because I haven't deserved a fucking rank. So
Just so you, well, to put it in perspective, Katiana did lead a very successful bombing run against the Germans just
yeah,
now.
but you don't get a rank from one mission.
Yeah, well, probably in this time frame, like surviving the first mission immediately puts you in the top 10%.
Oh, I'm going to be working that rank up into. I still need.
Remember, you don't get the bonus for the rank or the rank itself until mission briefing.
Yeah, but like I said, I have still to resolve the last mark I got, which was find a lover, and I'm going to work that into. I'm going to let you find
Would you
somebody.
like to pick one of the NPCs as lover?
I need somebody who outranks me anyway. Let's see. Who's going to be handing out medals?
It sounds like your own.
So you don't need to take a lover for that to work. You can just fuck anyone. Trust me.
yeah,
I've
but
done
you
it.
No,
you
but
take
I-
a lever. You know,
I took a
Lieutenant
mark. Take a look.
Petrovna is available.
Is she?
Aren't you? You might not be high enough rank though. I think you have to be a senior lieutenant. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, that was.
Her boss, Senior Lieutenant Petrova, is available as well. Masha.
Isn't
She
there
was
some?
the one who trained you guys.
Isn't there some captain guy who was close by?
Yes,
Not
Galunov.
Popov.
Captain Galunov of
Galunov.
the 17th.
Yeah, Galunov. Let's try and put the moves on him.
All right, we'll do that as part of your daytime stuff in a minute. Let's talk about the other advances.
And
If I take a medal, Arthur, what is normally constituted receiving a medal in proper form?
You were on the plane that blew up the depot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would probably be worthy of a medal for that. You'll get the medal at the ceremony.
Yeah,
yeah,
promotion
that's
ceremony.
basically I'm advancing out of the sergeant rank should be relatively easy if you go on your first mission and blow something up and then find a nice captain and sleep with him. I mean, those two things combined should make for an easy advancement. Yes.
And what is medals used for?
You can. There's, I think, hawk moves that let you use medals to do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
As seen in Pravda, you can use medals instead of guts when you tempt fate.
Is that the only thing that works with it?
When you
acting
act up,
up.
you can use medals.
Yeah, you can pull rank on people with medals.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to take deepening ties with Tatiana Petrovna.
You're gonna get a regard slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regardless.
So what you do is you open the regard slot, and then you have to, either at the beginning of a new session, or as part of the reach out move, you put something in there.
Okay. Well,
Oh, nope, you fill it. My bad. Yeah, you can't fill it right now. You're taking Tatiana.
Yeah, I'll take
So
Tatiana.
anytime you use a move on Tatiana, you get +1.
Cool.
Okay, and Seraphima, what advance are you taking?
I think I'm gonna kind of follow fiction again, and take harsh lesson.
Of course.
And gain the move shit talking. As that's what was suggested to me by the captain.
Yeah, you gotta talk.
Are you
shit.
shit talking right now? I was like, no, but I could be if you let me level up
But I
real
could
quick.
be. That's a great idea.
Yes.
And then tomorrow I'll be like, you should be so proud. I was talking shit.
Aw. Well, you ruined my entire plan there.
Oh really? It all crumbles.
No, Arthur. I was gonna. There's a move that I could have taken next from the pigeon
Yeah,
handbook.
my bad. sorry that you rolled so shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Only
we're in
Okay.
the business of blaming other people for rolls, right? I mean, it's all my fault that Sasha
How we
got
do
killed.
it. Your fault 3 summoners ended up in your party.